Good day, my name is Carljan B. Santiago, a second-year BPED-B student of Institute of Sports, Physical Education and Recreation, and my report is all about the official rules of softball, rule number 1 to rule number 4. Rule number 1, section 1, altered bat. A bat is altered when the physical structure of a legal bat has been changed. Section 2, appeal play. A live or dead ball appeal is a play or situation in which an umpire cannot make decision unless requested by the manager, coach, or player of the non-offending team. Section 3, ball compression. Ball compression is the load force in kilograms or pounds required to compress the softball. When measured in accordance with the ASTM, that's method for measuring compression displacement of softballs. Section 4, balls COR. The coefficient of restitution of a softball when measured with the ASTM, that's measured for measuring the coefficient of restitution of softballs. Section 5, baseline. A baseline is direct line between bases. Section 6, base on balls. A base on ball occurs when 4 pitches are judged by the plate umpire to be balls, including illegal pitches. The batter is awarded first base. Section 7, base path. A base path is direct line between base and the runner's position at the time when the defensive player is attempting to tag a runner. Section 8, batted ball. A batted ball is any ball that hits the bat or hit by the bat and lands either in a fair or foul territory. No intention to hit the ball is necessary. Section 9, batter. A batter is an offensive player who enters the batter's box within the intention of aiding his team to score runs. Section 10, batter's box. The batter's box is the area to which the batter is restricted while in the position with the intention of helping his team to obtain runs. These lines are considered as being within the batter's box. Section 11, the batter runner. A batter runner is a player who has finished a turn at bat but that has not yet been put out or touched first base. Batting order. The batting order is the official list of offensive players in the order in which members of that team must come to bat. Section 13, block ball. A block ball is batted, thrown, or pitch ball. Section 14, bunt. A bunt is batted ball not swung at, but intentionally met with the bat and tapped slowly between the playing field. Section 15, catch. A catch is legally caught ball which occurs when the fielder catches a batted or thrown ball with his hands or glove. Section 16, catcher's box. Catcher's box is that area within the catcher must remain until the FP only the pitch is released. These lines are considered within the catcher's box. Section 17, charge conference. Offensive conference. The offensive team requests a suspension of play or delays play to allow the manager or other team representative to confer with any member of their team. Section 18, chop ball. A chop hit ball is one at which batter strikes downward with a chopping motion of the bat so that the ball bounces high into the air. Section 19, coach. A coach is a person who is responsible for the team's actions on the field and he represents the team in communications with the umpire and opposing team. Section 20, crow hop. A crow hop is defined as the act of a pitcher who does not push off from the pitcher's plate to deliver the ball. This is an illegal act if the pitcher steps off the pitcher's plate. Section 21. Dead ball. A dead ball is one that touches any object that is not part of the official equipment or official playing area. Lodges in the umpire gears or offensive player's clothing, or the umpire has ruled dead. Section 22. Defensive team. The defensive team is the team in the field. Section 23. Delayed dead ball. A delayed dead ball is a game situation in which the ball remains alive until the conclusion of a play. Section 24. Designated player. The player starting offensive player with bats in the lineup for the flex player, listed in the 10th position of the lineup card. Section 25. Dislodge base. A dislodge base is a base displaced from its proper position. 26. Double play. Double play is a play that by defense in which two defensive players are legally put out as a result of continuous action. A double play. Section 27. Dugout. Dugout is an area in a dead ball territory designed for players, coaches, bat boys, or girls, official representative of the team only. Section 28. Ejection from the game. Ejection is the act of any umpire or their player official by member to leave the game. 29. Fair ball. A fair ball is legally battle which settles or is touched on or over fair territory between home and first base or between home and third base. Section 30. Fair territory. Fair territory is that part of the playing field within including the first and the third base foul lines from the bottom to the extreme playing field fence and perpendicularly upwards. Section 31. Fake tag. A fake tag is a form of obstruction on a runner while advancing or returning to a base by a fielder who is not in possession of the ball that impedes the progress to the runner. 32. Fielder. A fielder is any defensive player of the team on the field. 33. Fly ball. A fly ball is any ball battled into the bat air. 34. Flex player. The flex player is starting the player of whom the designated player is batting and whose name appears on the tent. 35. Force out. Force out is an which can be made only with the runner loses the right to the base which is occupying base. The batter becomes a batter runner, and before the batter runner or succeeding has been put out. 36. Forfeit. A forfeit is the act of plate umpire ruling that the game is over by declaring the non-offending team the winner. 37. Foul ball. A foul ball is a legally batted ball which settles foul territory between the home and first base or between the home and the third base. Section 38. Foul territory. Foul territory is any part of the playing field is not included in fair territory. 39. Foul tip. Foul tip is a batted ball which goes down directly to the bat and the catcher's hands, goes not higher than the batter's head, and is legally caught by the catcher. 40. Helmet. A helmet must have two ear flaps and shall be the type of safety features equal to the greater than those provided by the full plastic cup with padding in the inside. Section 41. Home team. Home team is the team on whose grounds the game is played or if the game is played on neutral ground. 42. Illegal bat. Illegal bat is one that does not meet the requirements of Rules 3, Section 1. 43. Illegal extra player. An illegal extra player is one who violates any of the provisions of the Rule Number 4, Section 6. Illegal pitcher. An illegal pitcher is illegally nothing but one who may not pitch as a result of being removed from pitching position, made umpire, and a result of a defensive judge conference limit and being seated for. 45. Illegal player. Illegal player is a player who takes a position in the lineup. Either an offense or defense was not reported to the plate umpire. A player who takes a position in offense or defense who does not have a legal right to that position. Section 46. Illegal entry. Illegal re-entry. Illegal re-entry occurs when a starting player returns to the game second time but after twice being substituted. Section 47. Illegal substitute. Illegal substitute is a player who has entered the game without being announced to the umpire. He may be a substitute who has not previously been in the game. 48. Illegally batted ball. An illegally batted ball occurs when the batter hits the ball fair or foul. 49. Illegally caught ball. An illegally caught ball occurs when a fielder catches a batted, thrown, or pitch ball with cap, mask, glove, or any part of his uniform while it is detached from its proper place. 50. Ineligible player. Ineligible player is a player who may no longer legally participate in the game because the umpire has removed him. 51. Ineligible replacement player. An ineligible replacement player is a player who may not enter the game to replace a player who must leave the game to attend an injury that has caused bleeding. It is not in the current lineup eligible to re-enter the game. 52. In flight. In flight describes any batted thrown, each ball that has not yet touched the ground, some objects other than the fielder. 53. In jeopardy. In jeopardy is a term indicating the ball is in play and offensive player may be put out. 54. Infield. The infield is the portion of the field in fair territory that includes areas normally covered by infielders. 55. The infielder. Fielder is a defensive player, including the pitcher and catcher, is generally positioned anywhere or within the lines. 56. Infield fly. Field fly is the fair fly ball that can be caught by an fielder with ordinary effort with the first and second. 57. The inning. Inning is the portion of the game in which the teams alternate on offensive and defense and which there are 3 outs for each team. 58. Intentional base on balls. Intentional base on balls occurs when the defensive team desires to place the batter on the first base without the requirement to deliver the 4 pitch balls. This is required to an intentional walk. The ball is dead. Intentionally drop fly ball. Intentionally drop fly ball is a fair fly ball, including a line drive or a burn, and with less than 2 outs and runner on first base. Section 60. Interference. Interference is the act of an offensive player or team member that impedes, hinders, or confuses the defensive player attempting to execute the play. 61. Leaping. Leaping is the act of pitcher that causes him to the airborne in his initial move to push from the pitcher's plate. 62. Legal touch. Legal touch is the action of a fielder in a touching or tagging. 63. Legally caught ball. A legally caught ball occurs when a fielder catches a battered, thrown, or pitch ball, provided it is not caught in the fielder's cap helmet. 64. Line drive. Line drive is a ball in flight that is batted sharply and directly into the playing field. Line up and line up card. Line up is a list of players who are concurrently involved playing offensive and defensive positions in the game. 66. Obstruction. Obstruction is the act of defensive player or team may be to hinders or prevents a batter from striking or the hitting the pitch ball. 67. Offensive player only. Offensive player only is a player in the batting order other than the flex for whom the DP is playing defense. 68. Offensive team. The offensive team is a team at the bat. 69. Official equipment is considered to be any equipment: bats, gloves, helmets. 70. On deck batter. On deck batter is the offensive player whose name follows the name of the batter in the batting order. Section 71. On deck circle. On deck circle is that area in which the on deck batter may warm up or takes practice swings while waiting his turn to enter the batter's box. 73. Option play. Option play in which an offensive coach or manager is given to the just to take enforcement of the illegal action or the result of the play. Option. Next is the outfield. Outfield is a portion of the field that is outside the diamond formed by the baselines or the area not covered by infielder and within the foul lines beyond first and third bases and boundaries of the grounds. 75. Overslide. Overslide is the act of offensive player when as a runner he overslides he is attempting to reach. 76. The overthrow. Overthrow is a play in which a ball is thrown from fielder to another, resulting into the ball going beyond the boundary lines of the playing field or becoming black. 77. Passed ball. Passed ball is the pitch that only should have been held or controlled by the catcher with ordinary effort. 78. Pitch. Pitch is the act performed by the pitcher delivering the ball to the batter. 79. Pitcher's circle. Pitcher's circle is area within 2.44 meter of the pitcher's plate. These lines are considered within this circle. Section 80. The pivot foot. Pivot foot is the foot in which the pitcher pushes off the pitcher's plate. Play ball. Play is the term for the use of plate umpire to indicate the play shall begin be resumed when the pitcher holds the ball. 82. The pre-game meeting. The pre-game meeting is a meeting held at the home plate area at a predetermined time between the umpires and the head coaches. 83. Protest. Protest, separate from appeal, is the action of a defensive or offensive team objecting to the interpretation of application of playing rule by the umpire or the eligibility of a team roster member. 84. Quick return pitch. Quick return pitch is one made by the pitcher with the obvious attempt to catch the batter off balance. 85. Re-entry. Re-entry is the act of any starting players returning to the game after being legally or illegally substituted. 86. The removal from the game. Removal is the act of umpire declaring the player ineligible for further participation in the game. 87. The replacement player. It is required for the enter the game for a defined period of time to replace a player must leave the game to attend an injury that is causing bleeding. 88. Runner. A runner is a player of the team but who has finished a turn at the bat, reached first base, and has not yet been put out. 89. Slap hit. A slap hit is batted ball that has been struck with a controlled short chopping motion rather than with a full swing. 90. Squeeze play. Squeeze play is a play in which the offensive team with a runner on the third base attempts to score the runner by means of the batter conducting the ball. 91. Starting players. Starting players listed on the official lineup given by the umpire-in-chief or the plate umpire. 92. Stealing. Stealing is the act of a runner attempting to advance during after the pitch to the batter. Stealing is not allowed in slow pitch. Strike zone. Strike zone is a place over any part of home plate between the batter's armpits and the knees and may assume. 94. Substitute. Substitute is a player listed official lineup card who is non-starting player, does not mean in the game. 95. Tagging up. Tagging is up is the action of a runner returning this base remaining to his base before he legally advances on a batted fly ball that is first touched by the fielder. Team member. Team member includes any person authorized to sit on the team bench. 97. Temporary runner. The temporary runner is a player who may run for the catcher of record from preceding half inning who is now on the base with 2 out. Number 98. Throw. Throw is the action performed by the fielder when throwing the ball to another fielder. 99. Time. Time is the term used by the umpire to order the suspension of play during the which ball is dead. 100. Trap ball. Trap ball is legally bat fly on line or line drive that hits the ground fence prior to the being caught. 101. Triple play. Triple play is continuous action played by the defense in which 3 offensive players are put out. So 102. Turn at the bat. Turn at the bat begins when a player first enters the batter's box and continues until the batter's put out becomes a batter runner. 103. Wild pitch. Wild pitch is a pitch so high, so low, or so wide that the catcher cannot or does not stop and control with an ordinary effort. 104. Wild throw. Wild throw is a play in which a ball is thrown from a fielder to another and cannot be caught or controlled. It is not blocked and remains in play. 105. Withdrawn player. A withdrawn player is a player forced to leave the game line up in accordance with the replacement player ruling.